Hello guys. So hello. I hate doing this second recording of day 9. So yay, day 9. Finally can talk about this day. Why I'm doing a second recording? I got carried away because I suffer from ADHD. So lost in my thoughts, basically. So yeah, let's start with my job place. What has happened? I discovered that my computer truly has a camera, so I can film. Well, I have to wait for no one to be around and no one talking, and that I have to be careful to not say the name or relate my company to anything. So yeah, you're just gonna see me at where I work, staring at a goddamn wall. You guys gonna see a wall and me, nothing else. And it's the most probably there that will be the most cuts and the more or the most versions just in recordings because there will be a lot. And yeah, that and I have also my different desks. So we have like walls in each here, so we have our own spaces, so it's great. Privacy. Now school. The first my classroom is so lazy. Like in my first class as the teacher of financial things. I don't know the name for that. Said and look that we have her class in the first and last. So she said, "Where do you guys want to be?" He the he our test because we had a test as to do today, and they said, well, most of them said, "What about we do last?" And said, "Good, so I can give you content now." Oh, and all the things that you have to learn, they were like, you asked for it, you asked for it, and you got screwed. Now, the thing is that happened. The hell happened? How can I forget things so easy? Or our history class was great. We learned a lot of things. We did a task. We did a task that I finished in 15 minutes. The whole class lasted did 15 minutes or even less. I think a kind of more, but not so much. 17 minutes or 18 minutes. 3 minutes more. While some people took whole class to test it. We had two classes for it. One was we learned a lot of philosophers and all what they have done. It was great knowing it. And the second, I know what is going to happen after I say that. Oh my god! And the second one was a test. So yeah, first test of the day. Then math. Also a test. The second test that counted our points. So yeah. And then the last test of financial in economics. They were so they were so tired, but I ended that test so quick. It was easy, I would say for me. It's some most of the test is easy for me, and also I don't draw. I use my mind. I use my brain to draw everything that the test says. If I have a problem, I'll just say call the teacher. It's simple. My class doesn't know that. My class doesn't know what is. Hey teacher, do you want mind help? And they're the ones that doesn't say out loud, and and I respect that. I also had that, and they're the ones that aren't patient. Like, man, didn't you see that the other dude in the first one was waiting 5 minutes before you, and that teacher needs to respond to him and not to you because that dude was raising his hand for straight 5 minutes. And then she let me off early because I have trouble a lot in school. Not with the tasks or my grades. It's about how hell it is. But most of the things are good. Are great for actually. It's just a lot of organization and other things that are kind of hell for me. It's uncomfortable actually. So I got exhausted. But actually, not so much has happened, which is funny. And one thing curious that I realized in my school, the class president in its group said that it will support everything of the students, LGBT rights, our freedom of speaking, or freedom of speech, and involvement more in politics. All of them completely disaster. LGBT, 1 month we're in July, and then June. How long did it last, the LGBT group thing? 1 day. It lasted 1 day. And what it was? Down there, our school has multiple floors. Down there, in the last floor, where all students are, a single desk with the pride flag on it, on top of it, and some students there. And that's it. Last year, they painted their faces, pointing out, I am not afraid of who I am. And just that. I don't know if it's July or June, but it didn't last a week. It didn't last a goddamn week. Like, man, it didn't. And they said in this year, last year, it lasted a long time. It maybe didn't last so much as I expected, but but the facts were much greater, and they had less money than this class presidency of this year, and they've done a lot. This year, I see nothing. I don't see nothing of the last year has done. Last year, everything was concentrated, organized. I will say last year was the best one. And now I agree my classmates. It was the best one. This one is just full lazy. It doesn't mean you have most money that you're gonna be great. It's how you use the money. God damn it, man. In my book that I'm writing this year is that maybe it will be only released next year. And we're month 7. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 months. 130 or even 50 poems, and still nothing. sorry for cussing. I'm not gonna curse the rest of the channel now. I'm trying to not say cuss words because I have to keep my posture. But it's just so exhausting, all of this combined. I'm supportive of this group. For real, I'll say it clear. I'll support this group because they fought and they are here. But I will say it clear, I didn't. In last year in elections, they were the little type of ones like, I have fought for this place. They screamed and said loud, and they put on strategic places. They knew how to mess with people, and they did it. And also, they used the color red, which gains attention of most people. And then it happened, and now we have this. But that is for today, I guess. Not so much has happened. This is all I have for today. But things are getting clear, things are getting better. I hope I don't have to film another video. If I have to, I will clog my eyes out. And no, I cannot say what day it is. No, I cannot say exactly what day it is. I can say the day that it was filmed. Can I say what day it was filmed? Bro, actually, no. But I'm him filming this, and it already is quite a time. I cannot say what time it is, but it's too late. I'm gonna have to check the recordings to make sure nothing appears. So you guys, thank you for watching and have a nice day, have a nice morning, have a nice day, have a nice afternoon, and have a nice night. Goodbye.